Hello students, this is your today's evening video. You have to follow the video and continuously watch the video following the afternoon video. We are discussing the fifth chapter, isn't it? Okay, in fifth chapter, in the last video I taught quantity theories of money. In this video we have to discuss the second approach, Cambridge approach or cash balance approach. This equation or this approach explained by Alfred Marshall. This can be say Marshall's equation. So Marshall equation given here M equal to KPY. Here M is quantity of money. Like Fisher, Marshall also mentioning some letters which means M is quantity of money, Y is the aggregate real income of the community, P is the purchasing power of money. See here K represent the fraction of the real income which the public desire to hold in the form of money. That money is called liquidity money. Understand? K represent the fraction of the real income, whatever real income the public have. They hold some money for their wish. Okay? So that public desire depends upon their desire, they hold some money which is liquid money. Thus the price level equal to M divided by KY or the value of money which is reciprocal of price. See here reciprocal of price I divided by P equal to KY divided by M. So that the value of money in terms of this equation can be found out by dividing the total quantity of goods which the public desire to hold out of the total income by the total supply of money. See here Fisher explained about the value of money in terms of this equation. So that the value of money in terms of this equation can be found out by dividing the total quantity of goods. So overall the quantities of goods which the public desires to hold out of the total income by the total supply of money. So the overall quantity of money dividing by the public desire hold out, how much the public keeping in their hand money as a money. Okay, this is said by Alfred Marshall. According to Marshall equation, the value of money is influenced not only by changes in M but also by changes in K. K means the public desire to hold the money. So depends upon the liquidity money. What is said about that money? The public money is called as liquidity money. So that he mentioning here the value of money is influenced not only by the changes of money value but also by the changes in K. K means public holding money, which means liquidity money. Here Keynes equation. So Keynes also said about money. See here Keynes equation is expressed as N equal to Pk or P equal to N by K. Here N is the total supply of money. P is the general price level of consumption goods. K is the total quantity of consumption units the people decide to keep in the form of cash. Like Marshall, Keynes also saying about the public decide to keeping some money in the form of cash, which is called a K. So that the Keynes indicate K is the real balance. Okay, K is the real balance because it is measured in terms of consumer goods. So that consumer goods instead of saying the K. According to Keynes, people's desire to hold money is unaltered by monetary authority. So the total monetary authority taking decision depends upon the people's holding money. According to Keynes, people desire hold money is unaltered by monetary authority. So the government cannot change the attitude of the people for they keeping some money as their wish. Okay, that and all cannot change by the government. So price level and the value of money can be stabilized through regulating quantity of money, which is N, by the monetary authority. They can only monitoring and regulating through the N. So quantity of money only they can change anything. And they cannot change the people holding money. Okay. So later Keynes extended his equation in the following form. N equal to P into K plus RK dash, or P equal to N divided by K plus RK dash. Here N is total money supply, price level is consumer goods, K which is that people desire to hold money in the hands, and R means cash reserve ratio, K dot or K dash which is community's total money deposit in banks. Who is community here? Public, the people. Okay, the public deposit in the bank in terms of consumer goods. In this extended equation also, Keynes assumed that K and K dash and R are constant. In this situation, price level P is changed directly and proportionately changing in the money volume. So money volume means N. Money supply is money volume, isn't it? So that K and K dash and R here constant according to Keynes. Understood? This is Keynes equation. The Cambridge theory we discussed here. One is Marshall equation, another one is Keynes equation. Next we have to move inflation. What is inflation? See here, inflation, both inflation and deflation are evils of the economy. So understanding of this is very, very essential. These two, inflation and deflation, are very, very important, and both are evil of economy. Meaning of inflation. This is a very, very interesting concept. Inflation is a consistent and appreciable rise in the general price level. This is 2 more question. Define inflation. Inflation is a consistent and appreciable rise in the general price level. In the other words, inflation is the rate at which the general price level for goods and services is rising, and consequently the purchasing power of currency is falling. This is the situation of inflation. See here, in other words, inflation is the rate at which the general level of prices of goods and services is rising. So generally the prices of the goods and services is rising. Consequently, the purchasing power of currency is falling. This situation is called inflation. Definition given here about inflation. See here, too much of money chasing too few goods, said by Colburn. A state of abnormal decrease in the quantity of purchasing power. Gregory, said by Gregory. Then we have to move types of inflation. So what about types of inflation? See here, 4 types of inflation given. Creeping inflation, walking inflation, running inflation, galloping inflation. So let us see one by one, and we have to discuss about that. What is creeping inflation? Creeping inflation is slow moving and very mild, which is slowly moving. The rise in prices will not be perceptible but spread over a long period. This type of inflation is in no way dangerous to the economy. It cannot make any dangerous decision. This is also known as mild inflation or moderate inflation. Underline it. This is also known as mild inflation or moderate inflation. So that creeping inflation cannot make any dangerous to the economy. That's why it's getting the name creeping inflation, slowly moving, which means slowly. Moderate inflation we can say, or mild inflation. The next one is walking inflation. When price rise moderately, okay, the price rises moderately and the annual inflation rate is a single digit. It may be the single digit annual inflation rate 3%, 3% to 9%. These are all called single digit, isn't it? If it is increasing, 10 means double digit. So that they saying here the annual rate is a single digit 3 to 9%. It is called walking or crawling inflation, which is not like creeping, slowly moving. This is moderately moving annually rate given here in a single digit. That's why it is called walking or crawling inflation. Then the running inflation. Running inflation means the prices rise rapidly, like 10% to 20% per annum. It is double digit, we know that. That's a running inflation they say here. It is called running inflation. Then galloping inflation. Galloping inflation means not like creeping, walking, running. Here, galloping inflation or hyperinflation. So, points out to unmanageably high inflation rate that run into 2 or 3 digits. So, more than 3 digits, it will be go. By high inflation, the percentage of the same is almost 20% to 100% from an overall perspective. That's why it's getting the name galloping inflation. In this situation, the economy cannot manage. That's why unmanageably high inflation will be there. So these are the types of inflation. Here the picture given. See here, percentage of the price level measured in the y-axis, like that the year measured in x-axis. What are the types? Creeping inflation, walking inflation, running inflation, hyperinflation. These are the types of inflation. It may be asked in your 5-mark question. Understood? Then demand pull versus cost push inflation. So demand pull versus cost push inflation. Demand and supply play a crucial role in deciding the inflation levels in the society at all points of time. So each point of time, the given, this is the crucial role. Okay, the demand and supply play a crucial role deciding the inflation level in the society. We know that the market forces demand and supply, isn't it? So here also the demand and supply making the vital role. Okay, they only playing a vital role to decide the inflation level in the society. For instance, if the demand is high for a product and supply is low, the price of the product will be increased. So this is influenced by demand, isn't it? There is no enough of supply, demand only increasing high. So it depends upon the demand, the product also, the product's price also will be increased, which is called demand pull inflation. Here demand only influencing, that's why demand pull inflation. See here, too much of money chasing too few goods. This is one definition, isn't it? Colburn's definition. Too much of money chasing too few goods. This is demand pull inflation. Then cost push inflation. Cost means expenditure, we know that. When the cost of raw materials and other inputs rises, inflation also will be there. So because of inflation, raw materials and other input raises, inflation result. Here increase in wages paid to labor also lead to inflation. So it depends upon the cost, the expenditure did by the owner of the firm. See, raw material increased here and the cost of wages paid by the firm owner to the labor, these are all making inflation. That's why cost push inflation. So two inflation we seen here, demand push inflation and cost push inflation. Often asking question, 3 mark question they may ask. Then we have to move wage price spiral. Wage and prices are look like a spiral. Spiral means like a spring. Okay, wage price spiral is used to explain the cause and effect relationship between rising wages and rising prices or inflation. See here, 1 mark will be there because of the effect of the inflation. The wage price are spiral in the form. Understood? Then other types of inflation. What are the other types of inflation? Currency inflation. The excess supply of money in circulation causes rise in price level. So in the society, suppose excess supply of money available in the society, which is circulating in the society, what will be there? The rise in price level automatically increase. This is currency inflation. Because of currency, the inflation increased. Credit inflation. When the banks are liberal in lending credit, the money supply increases and thereby raising prices. Suppose sudden of first the bank increasing the credit level, giving loans and lending loans to the depositor. The money supply increases and thereby the raising prices. So that money supply increases in the society depends upon the money supply. The rises of money supply, prices also will be increased. Deficit induced inflation. Deficit budget is generally financed through printing of currency by the central bank. Okay, because of shortage. So this is printing of currency which by central bank. Central bank means RBI. As a result, price also will be increased. So if it is a shortage will be there, rises in the economy means which is did by the central bank. So any reason, suppose any reason they cannot printing the currency. In the meanwhile, the prices will be raised. This is called a deficit induced inflation. Profit induced inflation. When the firms aim at higher profit, they fix the price with higher margin. So prices go up. For the profit motive, suppose the firm increasing and aim at higher profit, then they have to increasing their price level so that they fix the price level higher than the margin. Whatever they already getting the margin, then the margin they have to increase because of the profit motive. So prices goes up. Okay, this is price induced inflation. Scarcity induced inflation. Scarcity of goods happen either due to fall in producing or due to hoarding and black marketing. So this is often happening here, isn't it? Often happening in the market. For example, they may hold their hoarding. Hoarding means hiding the commodities and making scarcity. This also pushes up the price level increase, so that the scarcity induced inflation will be there. Tax induced inflation. Next one is tax induced inflation. Through the tax also the inflation may be occur. Increase in indirect taxes like excise duty, custom duty and sales tax may lead to rise in price. For example, petrol and diesel. So depends upon the petrol and diesel prices, the inflation will be there. So this is called tax induced inflation. This is also called taxflation. Underline it, taxflation. So these are the other types of inflation on the basis of inducement. Inducement means enhancing. So what are they? Currency inflation, credit inflation, deficit induced inflation, profit induced inflation, scarcity induced inflation, tax induced inflation. So that in this video we discussed about the types of inflation, meaning of inflation, Cambridge approaches, Marshall's equation, Keynes equation, everything we discussed. Go through the two videos. Today you have to write the test about what I taught here. Till taught you have to write test. So what are the questions here? See, define inflation. Write a note on currency symbol. Quantity theories of money and Cambridge approaches. It includes Marshall's and Keynes. Understood? And types of inflation. These questions you have to write and send your paper to me and post your task completed to the group.